Season 3. The Harvest. The Silver Fox says, "The gray city teaches you to keep gathering. The forest teaches you when to give everything back." The morning sun reached through the branches. The silver fox and the forest dweller walked slowly between rows of old apple trees. Some trees were covered in green leaves, others glowed with gold. The ground beneath them was scattered with fallen fruit. Cyrus would once have thought the orchard looked untidy. The forest dweller saw something different. He saw peace. The silver fox bent down and picked up a golden leaf. He held it carefully. "Tell me, what do you think this leaf has been doing all year?" The forest dweller smiled. "Growing." The silver fox nodded. "More than that. It has been gathering. It gathered the morning light. It gathered the summer rain. It gathered every changing wind. It turned all of those invisible gifts into life." He looked towards the great oak. Then something beautiful happens. The leaf changes color. It becomes gold. The forest dweller watched the sunlight pass through the leaf. It looks as though it is dying. The silver fox smiled. "Does it?" He laid the leaf upon the earth. "Watch carefully. The leaf doesn't become worthless. It becomes food. It becomes soil. It becomes tomorrow." The wind carried a few more leaves down around them. The gray city fears this moment. It spends an entire lifetime trying to stay green. More success, more money, more titles, more possessions, more proving. It keeps growing branches until the branches become too heavy. The forest dweller nodded quietly. "I have seen people break. So have I." The silver fox rested his hand upon the trunk. The tree never breaks because it lets go. It lets every leaf return. It trusts the roots. He looked deeply into the forest dweller's eyes. "You have spent your life gathering. You gathered memories. You gathered knowledge. You gathered love. You gathered heartbreak. You gathered mistakes. You gathered victories. You gathered children. You gathered stories." He smiled. "Now nature asks something different. It asks you to harvest." The forest dweller looked puzzled. "What is the harvest?" The silver fox slowly opened both hands. "The harvest is not keeping. It is giving. Your patience becomes someone else's courage. Your mistakes become someone else's wisdom. Your laughter becomes someone else's hope. Your stories become someone else's roots." He pointed towards the forest floor. "Nothing here is wasted. Not one leaf. Not one season. Not one storm. Everything eventually becomes nourishment." The forest dweller looked around. For the first time, he realized the forest wasn't built by growing. It was built by surrendering. The silver fox smiled. People spend their whole lives trying to become important. The forest simply asks you to become useful. Silence settled between them. Golden leaves drifted quietly through the air. The forest dweller no longer feared becoming autumn. He realized autumn was the season that fed every spring that followed. The third reflection: ask yourself, what have I been gathering all my life? Knowledge, love, patience, experience. Now ask a gentler question. Who needs the harvest I've been carrying? Do not be afraid of turning gold. The roots have been waiting for you all along. The silver fox smiled. The leaf that clings to the branch feeds only itself. The leaf that lets go feeds the entire forest. Season 4, Returning to Wonder. The silver fox says, children discover wonder. Elders remember it. The forest dweller walked slowly beside the silver fox. There was no destination, no appointment, no clock waiting for them. Just a narrow path winding gently through the trees. The forest dweller smiled. I used to walk like this when I was a child. The silver fox nodded. I know. They continued in silence. A robin landed only a few feet away. It tilted its head, then disappeared into the hedge. The forest dweller watched it until it vanished. I haven't noticed a robin in years. The silver fox smiled. The robin never stopped coming. You simply stopped seeing. A little further along the path, they reached a shallow stream. The water danced over smooth stones. Sunlight flickered across its surface. The forest dweller stood watching. I remember doing this. What? Nothing. I used to stand for ages just watching water. The silver fox picked up a small stick. He placed it gently into the stream. Together, they watched it drift away. When did you stop? The forest dweller thought for a long time. I don't know. Perhaps when life became busy? The silver fox nodded. The gray city teaches people to notice deadlines. The forest teaches people to notice dragonflies. The forest dweller laughed. I suppose it does. The silver fox stopped beside a patch of wildflowers. Tell me, what color are those flowers? The forest dweller looked. Yellow. And those? Purple. And the butterfly? Blue. And the clouds? White. The silver fox smiled. None of those things have changed. They have been patiently waiting for your attention to return. They walked a little further. Children were laughing somewhere beyond the trees. The forest dweller stopped. They sound happy. They're building a dam, said the silver fox. How do you know? I watched them yesterday. The forest dweller smiled. They'll probably flood the stream. Almost certainly. They both laughed. After a while, the silver fox spoke quietly. The world spends so much time asking you to become important. It forgets to ask whether you are still amazed. He bent down and picked up an acorn. When you were 5, this was treasure. When you were 25, it became invisible. When you were 65, it became an acorn again. He placed it gently into the forest dweller's hand. Nothing changed. You did. The forest dweller rolled the acorn slowly between his fingers. It was perfectly smooth, perfectly made. He wondered how many generations of oak trees had begun exactly like this. The silver fox looked towards the canopy. The forest has never been trying to impress you. It has simply been inviting you to notice. A breeze moved softly through the leaves. The branches whispered above them. What are they saying? The forest dweller asked with a smile. The silver fox looked up. They're not saying anything. They're simply being trees. He smiled warmly. Perhaps that is why they have so much to teach us. The fourth reflection. When was the last time you stopped without needing a reason? Today, watch a bird, feel the wind, listen to the rain, hold a leaf, walk beside water, not to get somewhere, simply to remember. Wonder was never lost. It was patiently waiting beneath the noise. The silver fox smiles. The world did not become less beautiful as you grew older. You simply became busier. The forest has been waiting for you to look up again.